We were looking for a dog. Our other two dogs had passed away. We were looking for a dog for the boys. We have 4 boys. And thinking about a Christmas gift for them, and wanted a lab because we've had black labs in the past, and saw Dexter on the webpage of the Humane Society. So did some calls and met Dexter and a couple of his litter mates and had to choose which one we wanted. We met his mother, and they think that she was part of a puppy mill, and she was an elderly mother.
Why is he smiling?
All the dogs had some deformities, some issues. But Dexter was the smallest, so we were going for the runt of the litter. But
he's smiling?
He's grown up a little bit. And then when we got him, we learned that he had problems with his eyes, and we took him to the vet and had him checked out. And unfortunately, Dexter lost one of his eyes and lost sight in both of them. But he was able to keep up with the kids, and we've got stairs in the house, and the kids worked with him to navigate up and down the stairs, and he seemed to fit in great. So this is our friend. And after about a year, with no sight, we got him a sister, so now we have a seeing eye dog for our dog.
This is Fila, who just turned 1 year old last month. My name is Mike Siciliano. I've lived in Midland for 2 years. When I retired from the U.S. Army, it was November 4th of 2010. I moved here 2 years ago, and on Valentine's Day, Fila was adopted for me, and she was six months old when I got her. And I had actually never had a cat before, and so I didn't know how it was going to work. And it ended up that, well, apparently she's, the closest friend and family I have. Being back from Iraq and having, PTSD, I still have, nightmares, or sometimes I'm not so happy. And when that happens, I knew that if I just turn to my left or right, that there's Fila sitting there waiting for me to either feed her or play with her. A very unique relationship to have an animal that's, comes into your life and actually changes your life. Being from when I was a soldier, you don't really have keep and cuddly. You have cold and fire. And you have a cat, especially one that you've adopted from the Humane Society, instead of went out and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on. I don't know who saves who more, whether I saved Fila more or she saved me. I tend to believe that she saved me more than I saved her. She really has made my life into a life. She's not a toy or a creature. She's the closest thing I have to a real family member. So she is my family.
So we went to Neil's house because he was fostering the dog at the time. And of course, when he brought her out, we all immediately fell in love with her. She was rolling over on her back, let the kids pet her, and she just was a very lovable dog and cute also. So we left there and talked about it and decided that we would take the dog in. And Neil made the arrangements. There she is. Made the arrangements, and he actually delivered her to us. And the nice thing about where we live here is that we have a fenced-in backyard where there are lots of trees, and she can just we call that her kingdom. She's the princess, and that's her kingdom. So she has a lot of fun out there digging and so forth.
She's fit in real well with the family.
I moved from Midland, moved up here and opened up a daycare center. So I knew I'd be working a lot of long hours, and I wanted a pet, I wanted a companion. So I started looking online at the Humane Society website. I went to a few animal shelters, and I found Tipo's picture online, and I finally I printed it out after a while, and I went to meet him in Midland. He was pretty shy at first. He was a one-person cat. You know, he didn't like to be with other people, so he was pretty shy at first. I had one of those heaters that looks like a fireplace, and I had it plugged in, and Tipo and I were going to settle down and watch some TV on the couch, and Tipo usually lays right in front of it when it's on. Only this day he kept meowing at the wall, what I thought was the wall, and he wouldn't quit meowing. I kept telling him, you know, stop, let's just lay down and watch TV, and he just kept meowing, wouldn't even look at me. So I finally got up to see what his problem was, and I got to the plug just in time. The plug was actually melting to the wall, and the flame it was halfway up the wall, and I was able to pull it from the cord to stop it. Another second or two, and I don't think I would have been able to stop it that easily. So he definitely saved my property and maybe me, you know, so he's my hero.